Okay, good afternoon, I hope. I'm going to talk about securing the grid. First of all, Dr. Morris was chair of this. She's had some health issues, and she asked me to do this for her, so keep her in your prayers. There were 36 total bills, both House and Senate, that were filed related to protecting the grid. Of those bills, 10 of them were companion bills, which left a net of 26 bills that we were looking at. Of those 26, 11 plus with companion bills, there were 18 out of the 26 that were passed. Okay, so that left 15 or 18, I guess, with companion bills that were not passed. So the success was tremendous when you look at 11 out of the 26 net bills that were passed. We had great bills that were out there. Now, when we went through this, a couple issues came up, something that was close to me that I'm going to talk about. We're talking about the ERCOT primarily when we talk about the grill. And then I put on the table that El Paso is not part of ERCOT. And there's 4 places in Texas, which a lot of people don't realize, that ERCOT does not cover all of Texas. There's 4 pieces in the state, different areas that are not part of ERCOT. So that was something that concerned me a little bit. Also, this area was important to both the Democrats and the Republicans. And so I think it was very successful as to what was occurring, and it was successful because it was not a conflicted area. Now, there were bills that did not get to all the way through the process. One of those bills, because most of those bills went to the state affairs, and state affairs was King, and he didn't pass a lot of those out of the state affairs, including one of his own that went through there. But when we started the process and we kept seeing that the ones that were rejected, that they were coming out of his committee, we went back and looked, and the ones that were approved were coming out of his committee. So he had to make a decision because there were a lot of bills related to the same issue as to which were going to get passed and which weren't. So we decided later that he did not to have an action item on him, because all these bills that went through, the ones that went through were strong bills for this particular area. So as it relates to our legislative priorities, we accomplished what we were accomplishing. So we did not have an action item on anybody as a result of how this proceeded. So it was what was done by the legislation and what we followed was very successful. You want me to make a motion? You want to make it? I move that the report of the securing the grid gets approved.
Thank you, sir. You heard the report, do we have any discussion? Yes, ma'am.
Leslie Thomas, SD 22. I move that we add into the report HB 805, Democrat Representatives Cortez, Raymond, and C. Morales as authors, relating to the study by the Public Utility Commission of Texas on the interconnection of electric transmission services facilities with the United Mexican States. This went all the way through the House to the Senate, and I think it is against our priority.
Okay. Do we have a second? Okay. The bill was by who?
Democrats, Representatives Cortez, Raymond, and C. Morales, but we had Republicans, about 40-something, that voted for it. The bill was a study for connecting to Mexico to our grid.
Give me 1 second. Adolfo, was this considered in the LP committee? I mean, the task force? Do you remember that?
Yes, it was looked at because we looked at all of those bills, the 38 or 36 bills that were there, and the ones that were passed covered all the priority that we felt it needed to. There were other ones there that were weaker that were ignored because they weren't as strong as the ones that were passed. So that one had an issue because of including Mexico in that.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. You want to add that one? Can you say that one bill number again, please?
05.
I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
HB 805.
Okay, so HB 805, these are bills by Democrats, so we can censure them.
No, but we can censor the well, we're not going to censor them, but we can point out the negative actions of the Republicans that voted for it, that passed it through the House.
Okay, and the task force did not consider this because it included Mexico and didn't think that was part of our LP priority.
The task,
Okay.
at the time that this
Well, I'm
was,
going to leave it up to the body to how to handle this. We have a motion and a second. Can you speak, well, you spoke for your motion. Anyone against the okay, then go ahead and do that.
okay, there were 5 bills that the legislative parties of this particular section voted to oppose that were on our website, the RPT website. I'm only suggesting that we put 2 of them up there. This is the first one of the 2. Y'all have the report right here. The reason why we're considering, why this is a particular issue is that it went all the way through committees, through calendars, through second reading, through third reading, and voted out of the House to be sent to the Senate. It only got voted out of the House because Republicans helped vote it out. The Democrats don't have that majority. If you notice, it connects, we're all about securing the grid, and connecting the Texas grid with Mexico is not a secure movement for our grid.
Are you in opposition, Rolando? Yes, sir.
Rolando Garcia, SD15. I mean, okay, this is a bill for a study, and we want to make this grounds to keep an office holder off the ballot. Let's keep in mind, this priority is one where we actually got everything we wanted, okay? We actually got everything we wanted, and we're still going to censure office holders for a bill about a study. This is insane. We are torching relationships with legislators who gave us exactly what we wanted on this LP, but we still want to censure them. I mean, come on.
Thank you. In favor of the amendment? Are you in favor of the amendment? Okay.
Hi, okay, so this is a study. Do you think they should study whether we hook our electric grid up to Mexico's electric grid? Yeah, and this is an opposed study. We opposed it officially in legislative priorities. I'm asking you to please support this amendment. There was the only reason it's not in here is because that subcommittee wasn't comfortable with the process we're doing now. It wasn't because this did not have validity. So please support this amendment. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you in opposition of the amendment? Yes, sir. You're recognized.
Yeah, I'm Mike Wheeler, SD25. I concur with Rolando. I think this is a way big of an overreach. It's a study. What happens if the study came back and said, no, we shouldn't hook our grid to Mexico? It's a study. The people have the right to know what the study says. And I think really, if you want to censure people, pick your battles. This is not a battle to fight.
All right. Are you in favor of the amendment or opposition?
Mr. Chairman, I rise in favor of the amendment.
Okay. Right.
Sorry, Rachel Horton, SD30. I rise in favor of the amendment because First of all, we have to go back to the fact that these were what was opposed during the regular session. And this is not something that, we get to debate because here we are in the here and now. I appreciate the effort of our co-chairwoman, Leslie Thomas, for bringing this to the attention of the body because yes, it was an opposed bill. And as an opposed bill during the regular legislative session, we should be able to include this in our report. Thank you.
One last person. Okay, I think that was it. Any other, well, we have, everyone in favor of the motion to add this bill number HB 805 to this report, please say aye. All opposed, say nay. Let's do it again. Do it in normal voice. All in favor of adding HB 805 to the report, please say aye. All opposed, say nay. All right. Where's this division? All in favor, please stand. Yeah, the ayes have it. Please have a seat. The report is amended. Now we're back to the main report. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, I move that we add HB 1359, authors Democrats, Representative Hernandez, Hunter, Thompson, Darby, and Moody, relating to a program to provide assistance for low-income retail electric customers automatically enrolled by Health and Human Services. Citizenship is not a requirement. If I get a second, I'll speak to it. Mr. Chair, this actually violates two of our priorities. This is also a magnet, so it would be under border security. There's no requirement that you be a citizen, so we know that lower income people usually have a vast majority of illegal immigrants. I don't know if I can say that anymore. Okay, and then I think they're calling twats now, traveling without. Traveling without.
No, let's stick to facts.
Okay, so anyway,
For a committee who's supposed to be factual, stick to fact.
okay. So it's a subsidy. It's your tax money going to pay someone else's electric bill.
All right, thank you. Anyone in opposition? Yes, sir.
Me again.
For clarification, is this a study or is it a real bill? Well, it's a real bill. All right.
Okay.
Well, study is a real bill. That's not what I meant. You know what I meant. Yes, sir.
Okay. Based on what little we've been presented on this bill, I don't like the bill and I would vote against it. But it's not an action against the LP. I mean, giving, reduced energy to low-income people is, I'm sure, against our platform. It's probably somewhere in there. But it's not an action against the LP. If you look at the text of the LP, it is about the resiliency of the grid to withstand weather or electromagnetic pulse attack. It is not about who gets or doesn't get, subsidized energy. And we have to be careful here. We are not going to keep people off the ballot for any bill we don't like. It is only for actions that violate the LP. And it just blows my mind that the LP chair has such a loose definition of what counts as an LP.
Thank you.
Okay, I am for the amendment. So this was a support or an opposed bill in the electric grid legislative priority. Okay? We are not trying to keep people off the ballot. All I want to do here is provide information that these Republicans want to give our tax dollars to anybody of any citizenship level and put more strain on our electric grid by subsidizing their electric bill with my money. So I'm asking you to please support this amendment. Thank you.
Anyone against the motion? Seeing none, we're going to make a decision on this. All in favor of adding HB 1359 to this report, please say aye. All opposed, please say nay. Can we do a division again, please? All in favor, please stand. The ayes have it. Please have a seat. HB 1359 is adopted into the report.